Well, we played Crawley, I think it was Crawley. And what I remember was ball going in behind, and then I think me and the defender, Dion Conway, were in a bit of a tussle, and then literally I think they got the foul, and then just ended up my leg getting caught between his legs, and then yeah.
It's the left leg that Samson Tovide, he sort of ran around the defender, didn't they? They were pulling each other, and he's sort of gone around him and twisted something as he's fallen. It's difficult.
He's had almost a sort of scissoring challenge, is what you'd call it, I think, where players just come from behind and sort of his legs just got caught, well, his ankles got caught in between the other player's legs, and that's caused Samson's foot to go in what we call plantar flexion, where the ankle goes sort of down, and that's almost caused a little bit of a pull and a little bit of a roll as well. And from that point, sort of going onto the pitch, assessing the ankle, Samson's just in quite a lot of pain and sort of clearly just couldn't carry on.
And to me, as Samson Tovide lays back down, that's the end of his afternoon, and there goes the roly-poly signal from a member of the physio team, and Tovide will make his way off. John Akindi's going to come on.
Did you know at the time it was quite a bad one?
Yeah, because normally injuries, I normally try to deal with it, play on. I know, like for me, I know my body, but when I felt that I couldn't walk, you see when you kind of know when like there's something wrong here. I mean, yeah.
In terms of getting him up on his feet, he was quite hesitant as well. Again, quite a lot of pain, clear markings of a high ankle sprain at that sort of key moment. Which was sort of later diagnosed as well.
Do you think this will help you in the future, now having had your first proper injury, as it were? If you get another one, you know how you're going to deal with it, you know how to come back from it?
Just got to be mentally strong, really, and just like keep your head down, try to get back as quick as possible, obviously the right way, do your rehab properly and stuff, so yeah. Obviously I look up to obviously Mandela, Kells, obviously they've had quite good careers, so obviously I try to learn off them as well, even little things, being injured, like what they do, how they, look after themselves.
I've been very positive because I think that's a lot of the journey as well, just staying positive. Even from the day that I found out what I'd done, it was better than I expected, to be fair, so it was easy to stay positive, and I'm feeling good. I'm getting there day by day, and every day just seems to be a step in the right direction, so I can't complain. I'm very happy.
A lot of it's just frustration for me, and just I just need things to settle down and kind of go back to normal, and then hopefully I can have kind of a clean run towards the end of the season maybe. Another aspect would just be that I feel that you let people down when you're injured, especially the club, the players. I'm not delivering on my part of the bargain, I suppose, so. Yeah, kind of that weight on your shoulders as well. So it's not been a good season for me, really, in that way. Yeah, having Manny and Samson is really good help. We have a good laugh together most days, which always puts a smile on my face, and yeah, it makes the time go by a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. And the lads Hayden and everybody in the physio department are really good with us as well. So. Yeah, no, they make it as easy as possible for us, really. So I'm grateful in that regard.
For those boys, in terms of the motivation, I think the things that help us are just changing the environment, trying to keep it fresh as well. Obviously, you've sort of seen us today going to David Lloyd. That just that change of scenery helps as well. I think if you're coming in every day doing the same things, and especially if you're doing the same things and it's not particularly what you want to do in terms of them. They're not playing football, they're not training, they're doing the bits that maybe aren't as enjoyable for them.
I think Kells and Samps would say the same thing. Being in and around them every day makes it easier. There's nothing worse than a lonely physio room or a lonely gym. And of course, you don't wish injury upon anybody, but it just so happens to be that a few of the lads are out at the same time, and we push each other in the gym, we push each other on the physio beds, and it's always good to have them around you. I've just tried to see the positives. I've not really felt sorry for myself. I've not felt any sort of loneliness with this injury. I've enjoyed being in the gym. I love being in the gym anyway, so it's an opportunity to really just beast myself in there. And I've enjoyed that every day. I've enjoyed getting to know a bit more about my own anatomy and about the knee and exactly what happened, and just about other parts of my body that, you know, you really get time to just sort out. So I honestly just see it as a positive.
Manny will, you know, help me get into good form, etc. And obviously Kel is just a motivator. Obviously helps you to keep going all the time. Someone like Kel always wants you to be better, so yeah.
Also in your rehab, in your return to fitness, you've been spending a lot of time with Hayden. What's your relationship like with him?
Hayden, it's really good. It's good. Obviously, he just has to. He works as hard as he can, and he has to help me as much as he can. Obviously, if I need help with something, I'll go to him. Always looks out for me. Obviously, can be a bit annoying sometimes, but obviously, he just wants the best for me.
For him, he's a young lad. It's the first sort of big injury that he's had, so it's going to be a challenge for him mentally as well. So it's about having a really strong sort of support around him, which I think the group of players are really good at doing that anyway. He's got a lot of lads that are really good mates of his as well that can sort of help him out with that. Mentally, for me personally, obviously I believe in God in it, so anytime like, I think of anything, I just leave all my prayers and answers to God really. So I leave everything in God's hands really, so yeah.
Like I say, I think that the mental is such a big part of not just life, or not just football, should I say, but life in general. So I try to work on it, and I try to keep as positive as I can. And I think I do pretty well in that regard. And I know it's not always easy to get there, but I feel like, especially at the moment, I'm in a good space. So yeah, I'm very happy.
Samson mentioned that energy that you have both in the gym and out on the training pitch. Is that how you see yourself as part of the squad? Like sort of a bit of a leader in there?
I'm glad Samson said this. I'm not just blowing my own horn, but I think naturally I've been told that people kind of get on board, and I'd like to think it's because they see me as a good professional. So yeah, although it's not my first goal, it's definitely something I know that happens, and I know that if I stay positive and do the right work every single day, that hopefully that kind of follows up through the rest of the lads, especially the younger lads.
Yeah, I've spent more time with Manny and Samson than normal really, I suppose, so it's nice to learn new things about each other, and a bit more of a laugh, get a little bit closer as well. And yeah, it's really nice, that aspect of it. Yeah, you can develop some good friendships, and I think that's definitely been one plus of being out injured anyway.
How have Danny and Nicky been with yourself and with the injured lads? Because obviously they may or may not have seen those guys play, so they don't necessarily know 100% what to expect from them when they're available.
Yeah, really good with injured players, with all the players in general. I think for myself, obviously, knowing them previously from being at Lincoln, I sort of knew how they worked, knew how driven, how motivated and how passionate they were, and how much they want everyone in the club to feel part of it. Everyone's included, everyone will go into those every day. And yeah, when they break up into the individual meetings, things like that, everyone's involved, everyone's part of it. So they're not sort of seen as injured players, they're seen as the squad, the team, everyone's together.